Hello, we are going to be doing the second ADAS LRAS model for the inflationary gap. So first, we need to recognize again ADAS LRAS model is talking about aggregate coordinate per con. So instead of price, we call this price level. Instead of quantity, we call this GDP, which is the quantity of all production. And then you can put an R at the end there, or you can put the R at the front to indicate that it's real GDP. Okay, then we have aggregate demand downward sloping, AD right here. And then we have aggregate supply upward sloping right here. We call this AS. Sometimes they'll require you to call this SRA. Question, right? Now I always start here. My economy is always going to be located where AS is AD. So I can go ahead and get my PL. So I'll call this PL1. And I can go ahead and get my quantity or GDP. So I'll call this Y1. I don't know why they love to use Y, but they do. Okay. Now I need to show an inflationary gap. Inflationary gap means I'm overproducing, producing beyond full employment. So what I want to do is I want to show a long run aggregate supply curve at a lower GDP than my current economy. So I call this LRAS for long run aggregate supply. Then down here I label this YF, full employment. This is where I want to be. This is where I currently am at. As a result, I have an inflationary gap. I'm producing too much. I'm producing beyond my full employment level. And as a result, I'm causing inflation and can potentially cause hyperinflation if I'm not too careful. Now the question becomes, what can we do about it, right? Well, we have two options. We have fiscal and monetary. Fiscal action is when the government actually creates the policies. Oops, sorry. Fiscal action, the government's creating the policy, and they can do one of two things. They want to move aggregate demand to the left, right? And aggregate demand is made up of investment, government spending, and net export, right? And so the government has control over their own spending, so they reduce their government spending, or they have control over consumption. They can push aggregate demand left to get back to full employment by increasing taxes, which push down consumption by increasing taxes. Those are my two options. In the event that the government acts and it's effective, we'll see leftward movement of the aggregate demand curve, right? So we'll call this AD2. And we'll get back to full employment. Full employment is that triple intersection. That's where I want to be. I'm at YF and my price level has fallen, and I have successfully prevented hyperinflation by pulling that inflation down. Now there's another way that we do this. If the government decides not to act, oh, I'm sorry, let me go. The monetary policy can also have the same effect on aggregate, right? I can reduce the money supply. By reducing the money supply, I push up the interest rate, pushing up the push down investment right here. Investment goes down. When investment goes down, aggregate shifts back, pushes down price level. So that's that long line of logic. Now, if the government and the central bank decide not to act, there's a third thing and that is self-correction in the long run. So in the long run, we know we always will get back to full. How do we do it? We do it with aggregates. See, when we have an inflationary gap, our workers are overworked. So PL1, so the workers are starting to feel the real wages get pinched. In other words, when inflation goes up, the wages that they do have are less valuable. So the next time wages are up for negotiation, they're going to ask for a raise. So wages are going to rise. When wages rise, write this out, when wages go up in the long run, that pushes up costs. And when costs go up, or PUPC, when PUPC goes up, aggregate supply goes down. We're going to show this by shifting AS to the left. And when we shift it to the left, we'll shift it all the way until it gets back to triple intersection at AS2. So again, we're back at full employment, but we've seen price level rise, so-called PL. But this price level rise is not that big of a deal because my wages have risen. right? As long as my wages are keeping pace, the increase in prices, then generally speaking, the buying power of the consumer is steady and people are happy. Right, so those are the two options. One, fiscal or monetary action, move aggregate demand left, close that gap. Or two, wait. If you wait, it's aggregate supply that fixes it. The change of wages hits our per unit production cost. Right, I hope that was helpful.